Hey guys, this is Nicholas, and on today's video log of Different and Proud here, I would like to talk about struggles. Forewarning, this isn't just about mental health. I am going to talk about something a little bit more personal on this video. This is something that shouldn't have to go said, but I'm going to say it anyway. These videos are based upon my own life experiences. So in this episode of Struggle, I am obviously going to talk about a struggle that I go through on a regular basis, not just with my mental health, but also with my nationality. Today I watched a video that was discussing mental health as it pertains to streamers. The streamer goes by the name of Sweet Anita. Now, Sweet Anita suffers from a mental health condition called Tourette's. I know most of you have heard of Tourette's before. When I was first knowledgeable about Tourette, it was when I was a kid and people were making light of it. It was kind of like something that kids wanted to do, like, oh, I wish I had Tourette's so I can just curse whenever I wanted. Granted, yeah, kids, but when you're a kid, that's your demographic. This video, which I will leave the description of that video on the bottom down here, talked about how her struggle being a streamer and having a mental health disorder of where she just like, well, here's a clip.
It's given up on me a few times when I've tried to play other games, but I do play The Forest, I play Bioshock, I play with my dick on a Tuesday, fuck you, and Jesus, fuck you, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna.
Now, I know most people are chuckling and laughing and going, oh, that must be uncomfortable, but it's hilarious. And that might be your first reaction, but it goes a lot deeper than that. Sweet Anita has been streaming for quite some many years now. She has a fan base of people who understand her condition and don't just view her stream for laughs and chuckles, but because she is a generally nice person. She is sweet, she is considerate, and she's very understanding that she not only has this condition, but how people see that she has this condition. However, there are people in this world who will see such behavior and kind of go, well, if she gets to do it, why can't I? Why do I get in trouble when I say these particular things, but she can get off saying these things and nothing happens to her? A YouTube channel by the name of theScore Esports had an interview with Sweet Anita, and this is what she had to say to the people who were saying, if she gets to do it, so do we.
It is completely separate, and I have had people say, react to my content and the tics that are really inappropriate and say things like, well, if she's allowed to say it, they have to be consistent and either let all of us say whatever we want or ban her. And the thing is, I kind of feel like that's like your little brother telling your mum that she has to buy him tampons too. It's like, you don't need them. Yes, it would be fair, but you can control what you say, so you don't need these allowances.
I love the way that she puts it right there. That even though it would be fair, it isn't something that's needed for the little brother in the same level that it would be for the bigger sister. The fact that, yes, should be treated equally, we should also be able to acknowledge that there are differences. These differences need to be handled differently. It's obvious that everybody struggles. Everybody has their own thing. But to understand an individual's struggle with not just labels such as mental health or even nationality is a thing that we have to endure, not just from within, but also from the world around us. People like me who have mental health issues, we are still trying to find a way to pursue a sense of personal happiness. I see this a lot in my own life when it comes to not just my mental health, but also my nationality. I couldn't tell you how many times people have come up to me just to ask me, why can some people say that word and other people can't? I don't know why you're asking me, because I don't even say that word because I don't feel that I need to. I address everybody by name or by title. That's kind of how I was raised. Why do some people wear their pants below their butt crack? Well, I know in my situation, a lot of clothes that I get happen to be hand-me-downs. So something that someone's like, oh yeah, you can wear these, and I'm like, these are 3 sizes too big or whatever. And it's like, well, this is all I kind of have to wear, and I'm just going to go down to the corner store. Next thing I know, I'm constantly having to pull up my own pants. Or it might be a situation where I lost a lot of weight recently, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, except that my clothes won't fit, and this belt is worthless. Or, I'm sorry, have you not seen a local plumber? I mean, they bend over and boom. Construction workers too. Not sure you guys ever really notice it, but I can understand why you would think that's just a cultural difference. Why are we forced to feel guilty about something that happened way before we were born? Things that we weren't even involved in. Because even in the 70s and 80s, racial injustice has existed, and those who grew up then are probably alive now. The hate and distrust continues even through the generations. Just because slavery ended at one point doesn't mean that the damage and effects of that wasn't felt through many generations after that, of people who were just trying to live to pursue happiness. With race, identity that is defined before we are even born by generations of things that have happened before we were even conceived or thought of. But I digress. I say all of that to say this. My opinion is that understanding the struggle of others is important. Now, I'm not trying to say that people who are different should get some kind of free pass or whatever. That's definitely not what I'm trying to pursue. What I am trying to say is that in order for all of us to be able to coincide with each other, we should have a level of understanding each other's struggle and try to find a level of compromise that works. And people need to be able to see scenarios on an individual basis when it comes to mental health, when it comes to race, when it comes to anything that involves particular groups of people or even a small minority group of people. We all have our crosses to bear. You have to be able to see that their struggle is a daily thing. It's not something that they wished upon themselves. It's not something that they created for themselves. It was something that they have to handle. I believe that understanding another person's struggle might help you understand a different perspective. We are all unique people. We all need to be seen as a case-by-case basis. Once you start rolling people into a category, normal and ill, young or old, black or white, Republican or Democrat, there are certain places for those things. Is a step in the right direction that will help everybody so that there might be a compromise in the pursuit of liberty and happiness. With all that being said, I hope that my video has helped you understand a little bit of the idea of struggle. Everybody has it. Some people have it worse than others, but you have to be able to respect that struggle and allow them freedom to find their own happiness as long as it doesn't infringe on anybody else's happiness, right? And I'm hoping that through my own self-education that I'm able to look at life not through better glasses, but clearer glasses to be able to see things for what they really are. I want to thank you all for watching. I am trying to do these things more often rather than like do them every day in a week and then like the next couple of weeks just do like once every other week. But drop me a like if you at least understood my message. I'm trying to do that better and also being able to juggle my DID, hence the cuts like this one. Here, here, and this one, and here. Also, leave a comment and explain to me how I can do better on trying to express my point of view in mental health as a generalized topic, or even if you have a different idea from what I'm talking about, so that we can have a open and safe and educational discussion here. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you later.